Hello, what up guys, how you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new episode of the FIFA 21 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. Finger points to the sky because it's Saturday. It's a new episode number 178 if I am correct. Yeah, hope you guys are all having a nice weekend, chilling out, relaxing. Hope your football team does well this weekend. Unless, of course, they are playing Ipswich, then I hope they lose. So getting on into the episode today, do me a huge favour. 5,000 likes, smash a thumbs up on the video. We haven't quite been nailing it lately. So if you could really go and push for that 5k likes, that would be amazing. Show your support for the series and subscribe as well if you're new around here. So this right here was the starting 11 for the squad that I roughly put together after rewards yesterday. Also, apologies for thinking that I could pack what if players during yesterday's video. I didn't realise they were already out of packs. I figured they were going until Friday at 6 p.m. So, yeah, how silly of me. But we didn't pack anything anyway, so it doesn't matter, does it? So I decided to make a switch to my team, and you're seeing it take place right now. So those players that were in that starting 11, they're going to come out, and I've figured out a way to get 3 players on 8 chemistry and have a... Oh, actually, no, it's only 2 players, isn't it? Oh, no, 3 players. There we go. So it's going to be Curtis, Jones, Wayne Rooney, and Marcelo, the centre-back. They're going to be all on 8 chemistry. Everyone else on full chem. And I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of excited to bring the Englishmen back in to the squad, because they are both like top tier SBC cards that I had been just using on the bench lately. So I really wanted to get them in the squad. And of course, it sorted out my problem of not having to use Kazawa at left back because I don't like him there. We can play Acuna there, no problem. And I think a midfield of Leroy Fer holding the CDM spot with Seedorf, Curtis, Jones, and then Dybala at cam. And we're going to be playing Wazza, Wayne Rooney up front with Cristiano Ronaldo. Something that I've hardly ever really done, I don't think. So it'll be interesting to see how he gets on. I should probably, you know... qualify for the weekend league. That was an important thing, since as we are going to get stuck into some weekend league gameplay today. And then the first part of this episode, before we do get stuck into the gameplay with that new squad, is to just do a few of the SBCs that are out. This was me looking at like UEFA marquee matchups, random 81 plus double, whatever there was there for me at the time, we could take on and see what we could get from it. And of course, we've got about $250,000 in the bank as well. But with that starting 11 that we've got, I can't buy anyone on the market to help the chemistry of the team that would be way better than what we've got in that team to begin with anyway. That's how good a lot of my untradables are on this game. And I really wanted to use, this weekend specifically, I really wanted to use Marcelo at the back with Carlos Puyol, because that's 2 sub 80 pace centre-backs, and I want to see if I can play like that or whether it's going to cost me. And then also I really wanted to use Leroy Fer, and I kind of also really wanted to use Curtis Jones. I don't know why. I wanted him back in the squad because I feel like I've kind of neglected that SBC player as well. So sort of made things happen. I'm absolutely fine with Marcelo, Rooney, and Curtis Jones on 8 chemistry. The rest on 10. What could go wrong? And at half-time, I've got the ability to bring in Babu, Tavernier, El Shaarawy. I've got loads of great players on the bench, so we should be good for, you know, a crazy second half of action should we need it, you know, if we're not already 4-0 up at half time every game, which is obviously never going to happen. So from UEFA marquee matchups, I don't know, I was a little bit surprised at the packs. I thought they were going to be a bit better. I think I have like this nostalgia thing. I guess I think back to when we first started getting UCL content, and I remember UEFA marquee matchups always used to be hype, and it used to offer out some crazy packs. And yeah, I guess it kind of just doesn't do that anymore. We have noticed the gradual decline in the actual level of packs that this game gives out. over the years, which is a shame, but I guess, I don't know. I also feel like I have more than ever, so I don't know how that really works, if I'm honest. Maybe it makes the whole market come down. I don't really know, but I feel like I have more than ever on this game. Maybe I'm putting more time in than I used to. That might just be the case. So this one right here is going to be an 82 plus rated player. Obviously, you get rid of everything 81 and below. That's quite nice. You could potentially get easy walkouts. Unfortunately for me, though, no walkout, just boards. But at least it wasn't an 82, right? So we'll take a little Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Yeah, I mean, 52 pace. I would love a new flashback Zlatan. I think he would work so well on this game if they gave him like 90 pace. That would be quality. And then the next SBC we did, I don't know why, but there was 2 of this SBC on the market. One was repeatable, one was non-repeatable. And the non-repeatable one had a lot less requirements for it. I guess maybe they just wanted to give us a cheap SBC, and then the repeatable one will cost you a bit more. Because I think this just required 11 gold players. It could be common golds or whatever, and the other one requires like 7 rares or something like that. So yeah, it's definitely a lot cheaper. So if there is ever one on the market, on the SBC section like that, where it doesn't cost as much, it's probably because it's not repeatable. So once again, I'm on next gen, and I go into my first game of the weekend league and come up against a pretty naughty squad. But we can expect that now. We know that, you know, if I've been able to grind this team out that I've got with 14 wins every week, but pretty much, then everybody else can easily do the exact same. And, you know, a lot of people are injecting that with their credit card as well. And it means that I'm going to come up against some of these crazy squads. But the first goal of my weekend league is scored by Wayne Rooney to equalise. So, obviously, off to a good start for him this weekend. And I wasn't ready for just how clinical he was going to be in this starting 11. So, you know, I end up going like 3-1 up by half-time. I might have even missed out a Rooney goal in there. Sorry about that. But I think Rooney scored twice. And we are 3-1 up at half-time. Not bad. Not bad at all. I can bring Seedorf off, bring Mbabu on. And I think I ended up switching Mbabu and Fair, so that Fair could be a box-to-box for the second half. And then Mbabu more of a CDM type role. But Ronaldo knocks it over to Wayne Rooney. Lovely little deft chip or dink finish there from the Englishman. I think that one was for his hat-trick. And I don't know, he was just making some superb runs. Ronaldo wasn't even getting a sniff compared to Wazza Wayne Rooney, who is just netting goals left, right and centre. So it feels really good to have him up front. He is a superb SBC, another one of the fantastic value SBCs I think we've had this year, or one of those ones which you can just use time after time in all different positions, you know, anywhere from centre mid up to striker. You've got yourself a worldie there. And I get a 6-1 win in my first game of the weekend league, and I still didn't have more possession than my opponent. How do I do that? I'm just not good at keeping the ball. I must attack really quickly and then just lose the ball. And then we go into the second match and we come up against a mega squad. Player of the month, Messi, 96. Icon moments, Fernando Torres. So I was kind of nervous, not going to lie. But what a lovely goal that is from Ronaldo. The way he just sits back, holds the defender off and chests it down and then finishes superbly. Oh, what a goal. He is the greatest player I've ever used on FUT. So, I mean, I do concede a kickoff goal. Literally straight from kickoff, we end up getting equalised on by that Torres card. And then I thought I cleared that with more gumption with Seedorf, but I obviously didn't. And then Poyo, mate, I need you to tackle Messi there, buddy. And Messi ends up slotting home to make it 2-1 just before half-time. So I'm losing this game now. It's only the second game of the weekend league, and it's a very tough match. So again, changes could be made in the second half. We'll do the same as what we did before. Bring Mbabu on and put him at CDM. Let Leroy Fair go into the centre mid spot. I think I may have even changed him for Tavernier at some point. I think he's on the pitch still right now, though, isn't he? Yeah, I think so. But anyway, this game went from good to bad to worse, I'm afraid, in the second half. I don't know what happened, but I couldn't quite get near this fella at all. He turned out he was going to be a very, very good player against me, and that's fine. You know, I'm kind of expecting that. I'm not expecting to go 14-2 this weekend. I'm sure I'll get like 8 or 9 losses at least, which normally happens. I don't expect to have a superb weekend. It was just every now and again you get one of those freak results. But, we do end up getting the goal there at the back stick with Cristiano Ronaldo. Doesn't matter though, it's only consolation, right? We're still 2 goals behind. And most of the play was going for my opponent here. This Torres, wow, is all I can say. His attack positioning, his pace, his strength, his dribbling, the finishing. Oh, it's all nuts. I really rate him. I wish at some point in time we could get to try out an Icon Moments Torres. That would be lovely. But I guess that's probably not going to happen this year. So I end up losing 5-3. I did get another goal back there with Tavernier, but I was outclassed in that game. No doubt about it. And GG's to my opponent. So we're 1-1. And that's kind of good. It gets that first loss out of the way. You go unbeaten for a bit and you think that the impossible might happen. But yeah, it's nice to just get that loss out of the way. And you can just relax a little bit and then go into the next game, try and have some fun. And that's pretty much what I'm trying to be doing. Put a lo-fi chill beats playlist on YouTube or something, and then go into my games and just try and do chill champs instead of rage champs. And it's been working pretty well, I would say, so far. You'll see tomorrow, where we end up getting up to in our result, and then I'll carry on playing over the weekend and stuff so that I can get up to that 14 wins, so we can get our player picks and our packs and our coins, and then think about whatever next week's squad is going to be. But yeah, this game right here, I think typically early on, if you come up against a difficult opponent like quite early on and you do take an early loss, but you're still at not like that form where you normally start to struggle at, I find the next game after a difficult loss to be so easy, because you're obviously used to trying to defend against someone and trying to get the ball back off of someone who's better than you, and then all of a sudden you come up against someone and you just annihilate them. So yeah, I was 4-0 up in this game. Took my foot off the gas a little bit because, like I said, I'm just trying to chill. So I find that turning one way, turning back the other, and then turning back onto the strong foot of someone like Dybala it's very broken. His agility is nuts. Him and El Shaarawy feel insane. Obviously, like Ronaldo and Rooney are not too bad at that as well. But yeah, I end up bringing on both Mbabu and Tavernier in this one at halftime, just because we're already so many goals up. I can bring Leroy Fer off and give my upgraded Tavernier a little go. And we chilled for the second half. No goals were scored until right at the end, where I hit a ridiculous finesse shot in with Cristiano Ronaldo. It just goes to show you that he can just sort of pull that one out of the locker every now and again. But I don't think we get another shot on goal. I was going to hit another finesse. I think Varane might have blocked it anyway. But yeah, we end up getting a nice 6-1 win. So we're back to winning ways after a tough match in game 2. And it seems to be 4-2-2. I see 4-2-2 quite a lot this weekend, which is, yeah, I don't know if a pro has done a video about 4-2-2, but it seems to be like the flavour of the week from what I'm coming up against at the moment. So yeah, that used to be what I love to use. So maybe we can even take a look at 4-2-2 again at some point. Do love my central cam though. That might be an issue. Anyway, my opponent gets a red card really early on in this next game. I was just through with Ronaldo and he decided to wipe me out. And I'm like, okay. And Puyol gets himself a goal in the weekend league. So far, so good with him. I know a lot of people have been asking me, hey, Lasty, how are you getting on with Puyol? Is he worth it? My response to that so far would be, I'm loving him. I think he's really solid. You do notice the pace compared to like using a Kleiber at right back, at centre back or something. Obviously, he is a lot slower, but I haven't found him to be like way too slow. In all honesty, I think he's been fast enough, and he is very good at tackling. He can win headers quite nicely from corners, and for the price, like I managed to get him when the market crashed, and I only paid 290k or something, and a little bit of fodder. I think if he's back up at like 400 and you've got to put all of that in, I would say probably hold off. Wait until maybe you've got a bit more fodder to go in or something like that. But otherwise, yeah, I mean, Puyol has been pretty solid. Marcelo's also very good. If you've got like a Brazil squad or a French Ligue 1 squad, this Marcelo at centre-back, the 90 rated one, he's like a 95 rated centre-back in game with a shadow, and he's like 70-something K. He's very, very good. he's just a little bit of a pain to link unless you've got the likes of Alwar. If you've got a Neymar or something, that might help. But yeah, he is also incredible. So yeah, no real complaints from me for the weekend league thus far. We are 2-1, 3-1, whatever it may be. I think it's 3-1, right? And really enjoying Leroy Fer at CDM. He's a little bit clunky, but he actually intercepts and tackles really quite well. I actually feel a difference from him from when he was an 85. So that's awesome. I don't really feel much of a difference with Marcelo because I liked him to begin with anyway. And then it's also cool to have Curtis Jones and Rooney back in the squad because they are both quality players. Yeah, guys, that's going to wrap things up for the episode for today. If you, like I said, if you could do me that huge favor of keep showing that support on the series, smash the thumbs up, try and get 5,000 likes. That would mean the world to me. Other than that, you can, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. I thank you for that. And of course, Twitter, Instagram, you can find them down below. Come and see what I'm putting on my stories and stuff. Seeing what I'm getting up to. Probably cleaning my car again, like I always do. That is one thing I do to chill out. Anyway, guys, that is going to be today's episode. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Peace.